kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Fowler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bray. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give to the tailback. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense defense watched film last week, they saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. At the 45, on its way. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking for room, it's Ives. Shakes off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Going to the ground. Fouls through the defense. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between their quarterback and his target.
There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Making side adjustments here. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down. Sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Trojans have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to pass. He's in open space downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 30. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Touchdown Trojans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the Sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Try to get it to the edge. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Off-play action on first down. Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quarterback in trouble. Just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Man, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
They'll try to get the edge on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone, inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, This guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd downs.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. On the move, it's Ives. Runs through a tackle. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Oh, they're after him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. The sure hands, it's Hamilton. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and they are in business in striking distance.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Grab behind the line, it's Ives. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. back open in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Cornhuskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Huskers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
His quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fowler. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Toss to the outside. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Taking it the other way.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
To the air, it's Raiola. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Buys a little time. A strike downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Huskers are flying down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Gave the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Robinson. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
On the run, it's Brink. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And here's the third interception of the night. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional.
He'll try to take it back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. There he goes. He's at the tip, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! Well, Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Utah State pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Aggies were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. It's complete on the right side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason?
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
caught in the backfield. It's Hamilton. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. So the first step of that was fine. They made the passing catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Still looking, on the move. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on fourth down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one, get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're here in the booth.
The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Steps away to find some room. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Huskers are facing third and inches. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Hamilton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
First and goal, Nebraska.
And the Huskers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The corners are walked up tight. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Raiola. Touchdown, Huskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Takes a hit as he fires. Got a man in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Second down coming up.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Complete. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct running downhill.
Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. Get the first down, get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Dangerous screen into traffic. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.